Billie was found almost lifeless on a sidewalk. She was so thin that her body looked like it had nothing left to give. She couldn't move, and nobody around seemed to care. For most, she was just another dog on the street. But for one kind person, she was a life worth saving. That person called Catie, who rushed Billie to an emergency vet. The moment they saw her, it was clear she was in critical condition. She was about 3 years old, but her body told a much harder story. She was severely underweight, anemic, and overbred. Her blood levels were dangerously low, and her blood sugar was life-threatening. The vets gave her a blood transfusion and placed a feeding tube. She was weak, but she showed a will to live. The team didn't give up, and neither did Billie. They treated her eye, which had a burst ulcer, started her on medications for heartworms, and managed her other health problems. It was a long list, but with every small improvement, hope grew. At first, Billie stayed in the hospital, and each day was a question mark. Could she make it another night? But slowly, she began to regulate her body again. Her blood sugar stabilized, her temperature stayed normal, and she could eat on her own. After 6 days, the team started to believe she had a real chance. Day by day, Billie's fight continued. She went from being carried outside to being able to walk herself. Every tiny step forward felt like a huge victory. Her rescuer celebrated every meal she ate, every ounce of weight gained, and every wag of her tail. In 3 weeks, she looked like a new dog. The lifeless bulldog from the sidewalk had turned into a playful, curious girl who wanted cuddles and enjoyed toys. Her weight gain was slow but steady, from 25 pounds to 27, then slowly moving upward. She still had a way to go before reaching a healthy size, but she was no longer fading away. Tests showed she had trouble absorbing vitamin B12, likely caused by the severe malnutrition and parasites she had when rescued. She began receiving injections and probiotics to help her recover. With each treatment, her energy improved. 8 weeks earlier, Billie had been just another statistic. A dog abandoned on the streets of Houston, fighting alone. But everything changed on June 15th, the day she was saved. In foster care, Billie showed her true personality. She was stubborn in the funniest way, like most bulldogs, and full of charm. She loved her kennel, running inside whenever asked. She played with her foster siblings, a Great Dane, a Shepherd, and a French Bulldog. She was sweet, social, and full of life. Cats and tiny dogs, like Chihuahuas, sparked too much interest, but with the right home, Billie was ready to thrive. Her foster family couldn't stop praising her strength. She had gone from lying still on the pavement to chasing toys and cuddling on the couch. Every day with Billie was proof of how much rescue matters. After 68 days together, the moment came to find Billie's forever home. She wasn't just a foster dog anymore. She was a survivor, a symbol of strength, and the kind of dog who could change lives with her love. Billie's story is more than just survival. It's about a dog who was left with nothing and still managed to fight her way back to health and happiness. She's proof that no dog is too far gone when someone cares enough to help. If Billie's story touched you, give it a like. Even sharing it can help more dogs like her get the second chance they deserve.